Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. Gonna play a video in just a moment. Need to give you a graphic content warning in regards to that video. Gonna tell you a little bit about the incident beforehand. There's a link in the description. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe. Share the video as you see fit. If you think I'm doing a half decent job with this channel, please do consider becoming a member. I'd love to get to 10 members. I'm just got 10 more to go and I'll be there. That would be great, but let's take a look. This happened November the 30th of this year in Mariposa, California, shortly after 9 a.m. The culprit, this guy here, again, we'll play the video in just a second, 24-year-old Joshua Antelope, was seen by school staff outside of a school, the First Baptist Church school. He was carrying a knife. It turns out that it is a 12-inch knife. We can see it there, pretty long. 12-inch knife. He was confronted by the principal, and this scumbag tried to chase the principal. Thankfully, the principal was able to get back into the school. He locked the doors, and he, as well as the other staff members of the school, placed the school on lockdown. Then he called 911, and we're going to hear part of that 911 call. So let's play this now. And again, going to give you a graphic content warning.
Emergency. I need sheriff's up here right behind you at the First Baptist Church. I have a guy wielding a knife. I called 911 and it's out of state thing going on.
Hold on, sir. You're at the Baptist Church near the CAL FIRE headquarters?
Right above you, right above you.
You said there's someone with a knife?
Yeah, he's wielding it around, broke a window. This is a school up here. You guys know that.
Okay, all right, yeah, no, we're going to send the sheriff.
Cops up here.
Show me your hands! Do it now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Do it now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Throwing. David 27, shots fired, shots fired.
We're out with him. He has a knife in hand.
Get going, Pat.
Bro, he's approaching. He's approaching.
Drop the knife! Do it now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Drop the knife! Drop it!
Okay, all right, so I'm going to play part of it again. I'll mute it. Let's mute it and replay. Whilst I give you a bit of commentary. So we heard the audio. The principal called 911, reminded that the officers or dispatch reminded them that there's a school involved. And then we see the footage concerned. I've got to say, this is a classic case of suicide by cop. Look how close he is to the officer, and he's walking at speed. Walking at speed. I heard the officer say at least 5 times, drop the knife, explicitly, and then there were other instructions, which basically meant, you know, back the fuck off, buddy. This guy was given every chance. He's surrounded by officers. He's walking to them with a 12-inch knife. Fast-paced walking. He's approaching he's too close. In all honesty, my only criticism to the officers, and by the way, I'm a complete layman. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm certainly not a trained officer, but my opinion as a layman would be, any criticism would be that the officers didn't shoot earlier, frankly. Because he got, in my mind, from what I can see, that is too close. He could easily lunge, and even after being shot, he could have continued to swing. You know, now he was shot. We don't know how many times, once or twice, perhaps, and we can hear him scream or moan, "Ow!" And he did die. So medical aid was performed by the deputies. They began life-saving measures, but you know, he died. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with that. In fact, I'm kind of glad that he died. Like, why not? Who gives a fuck about this guy? By the way, to remind you, the 24-year-old Knife Man's name is Joshua Antelope. This happened in Mariposa, California, November the 30th of this year. Yeah, so look, well done, officers. So the officers did absolutely nothing wrong. The officers in question have been placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. That's completely normal to occur. That's standard procedure. That does not mean that they're going to be disciplined in any way. I would think that they ought not be disciplined, other than, again, from my opinion, perhaps they could be encouraged to shoot sooner, not allow such a short gap physically and time-wise. Because, again, in my opinion, this guy could have lunged. He's walking somewhat downhill at speed, closing in on one of the officers with a 12-inch knife in his hands. Failing to comply with any of the instructions given to him. He deserves to have been shot, and I personally do not feel sorry in any way, shape or form that he lost his life. The guy is a psychopath. He put himself in danger. He acted evil. He threatened these officers. He also threatened the principal of the school. So, pardon my French, but fuck this guy. He broke a window at the school, and he confronted the principal. It was clear that he had a knife when he confronted the principal. Thankfully, the principal acted fast and did not let this scumbag inside the school. Well done, principal. Well done, school staff. Yeah, very, very odd. I'd be interested somewhat in this guy's psychiatric history. If he does have known psychiatric issues, I would be interested to find out what made this guy snap. Because he seems like, let me say this, right? I'd be slightly interested in your opinion. He seems like kind of a normal guy, does he not? He's not dressed like a drug addict or anything. He's dressed kind of smartly in a kind of preppy type of way. I'm not a fashion guy myself, but he seems kind of smart casual. But he doesn't look like a gangster. He just looks like a fairly normal guy. 24 years of age. But, yeah, seemingly he has snapped. And the consequence is he has lost his life. So that's all we have. Again, well done to the officers. So there are 2 deputies in particular that were involved. Deputy Mayer and Deputy Atkinson. Again, both placed on administrative leave, but that's not in any way a reflection on them being I can't think of the right word, but told off in any way or suffering any kind of punishment or such. It's purely a procedural process for a variety of reasons, to not least to allow the officers to have some time to emotionally and psychologically process their involvement in a human being's life. They don't sign up. They don't go to work each morning or each evening or each shift with the intention of killing people, but unfortunately they are put in these situations where tragically such things may occur. So they need psychological support, emotional support. So I'm sure they have that. So the article does confirm that Deputy Mayer shoots the knife man twice in the chest or the torso area. Yeah, well done, Deputy Mayer. If anything, should have happened sooner, in my opinion. But in any case, that's the video for now. Take care.